Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to be making a quick tutorial on where you can find everything within Canvas. So a lot of this will be kind of repetitive and should be familiar from last semester. Most teachers use the similar template. So mine is weekly, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. But nonetheless, some of this will change. This is my course from last semester, so your course may look a little bit different from this, but the basic layout will be the same. So up here at the top, you have the contact information. You have the school's phone number. If you need to reach me by phone, just call the school, ask to speak to Mr. Whitley, and I'll get back to you. Best way to email me or best way to reach me is through email. So copy and paste this email here. I think they fixed this problem already, but we had MacBooks when I was a student at East High. And so I had a student email. If you start typing in my name, it may go to that old student email, but I think they have deleted that. But just in case, best practice is just to copy and paste this email right here. Zoom times will be a little bit different for your class, so pay attention to what they are up here at the top. We will have Zoom meetings on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That may be a little bit different. It may be Friday for y'all's class, but nonetheless, we will have Zoom meetings 3 times a week. I'll go over more about the expectations of that, but you guys know the Zoom meetings are optional. You don't have to attend, but it is highly encouraged that you attend, because I will say the students that attended the Zoom meetings last semester had no problem passing. Those that kind of went MIA and ghosted throughout the semester were the ones that ended up failing. So sometimes within those Zoom meetings, I may go over a thing or two that I may forget in the lecture video. So it also gives you an opportunity to ask questions in real time as I'm going over something. If you want me to stop me and say, hey, I don't understand what that is, we can go into more detail. As far as office hours, I believe those are the same. I think I still have first period planned in this semester. So best time to reach me will be in the morning. From 8 o'clock to 9:30, that's the best time to email me. That's when you'll get the quickest response. As far as emailing outside of school hours, if it's 5 o'clock at night, you'll probably get a response. Or 5 o'clock in the evening, you'll get a response. But if it's, midnight, you may have to wait till that next morning in order to get a response. So go ahead and try to be in a better schedule. Try to work on things like you would during the normal school hours. So that way, if you have any questions, you can get a quicker response rather than staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning doing assignments. As far as it's about me, that's going to be the same video there. Not much has changed since the beginning of last semester. Course navigation is the video I'm making now. I wanted to make one a little bit shorter than what I had here. And then the class expectations and grading, I'm probably going to combine those two videos and go over those together because they overlap a good bit there. As far as you go down here, you guys probably are familiar with this, but I want to just reiterate so that way you guys know. If you do not have internet access or do not have good internet access and you have to drive somewhere in order to download your assignments for the week, this is where you're going to find that. So the first piece or the first PDF here is going to be the instructions for the week, pretty much laying out the assignments that you'll need. It'll have a link to the Zoom meetings as well within that PDF. If you do have internet at that time that we're meeting, you can join that. Down here is where you'll find all the PDFs, MP4 videos that you can download for the week. So this is where you'll download everything from. It's a Google folder. Just go in there and download everything you see, so that way you have all those assignments to work on throughout the week. For those of you that do have internet, you'll click on this right here. You'll have the weekly learning activities. So you'll have the goals, the main topics we'll be learning about for that week up here at the top. And then you can see here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, all the assignments will be laid out. Zoom times will be laid out right here. Everything you need to do in order for the week. So it's not necessarily that every single thing has to be done that Tuesday. I recommend sticking to the schedule. It will be better for you to not fall behind. But you guys know from last semester that everything is due at 11:59 on Sunday. So, make sure you get it in by that time the following week, and you will be good to go. That's when everything's due by. After that, that's when things will lose points for being late. So down here at the bottom, you have the lectures, resources, assignments, and where you're going to submit work. So I will put a link right here to the module for this assigned week. I'll give it a second to load here. So you can see here that I label with text headers here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So pretty much following that same format of what you see for the instructions for the week. So just following those instructions, you'll see, Monday, or for you guys, this will be Wednesday, an introduction and about me. And you just go through the week right here, following everything in the way I've laid it out here. Then you have usually a vocabulary quiz every week, kind of covering a good bit of what we've done. And then there will be 6 tests throughout the semester. So there's 2 tests in 6 weeks, and those will count 3 times. So make sure you do really well on those. And I'll talk more about that with the class expectations. So the last thing I want to show you guys is up here at the top. You do have the link to the Zoom meetings. So when it does come time for us to Zoom, this is where you'll go. You'll see the meeting labeled here, and all you have to do is just click Join Meeting, and I will admit you into the Zoom session. Assignments right down here. I'm probably going to move this link up a little higher on the list here for y'all's class, but you have modules right here. So you can skip through necessarily going through the instructions. I recommend at least reading over those instructions on Monday. But if you do need to just go to the module, you can click on this link here. Also, the quizzes and tests will be under the quizzes link. And then as the last thing I want to talk about is grades. So make sure you click on this tab, checking your grades periodically. I put grades in. I try to put them in fairly quickly, as things come in on the following week after Sunday. I'm already starting to grade things. So you should have a pretty accurate representation of what your grade is when you look there. But just make sure you're keeping up with it, because you may have missed 1 or 2 things and your grade may have changed, and you may need to reach out to me to get those late assignments made up. So that's it for course navigation. If you have any questions, just let me know.